Games, Brrraaains A Head-Banging Life here with another tier list. And we are looking, that's me and Dan of likeagraphics.com. We are looking at While She Sleeps, their back catalogue, album-specific back catalogue. We are going to be ranking every While She Sleeps song from the albums only. We're not including the EPs, we're not including the singles, we're not including extended editions. We are just talking the 4 albums from beginning to end. This is the 6, Brainwashed, You Are We, and So What, which in total should be 12, 24, 35, 46? Yeah, 46 songs. Okay? Makes sense?
Yeah.
As always, our categories are, we have the best. That is literally for the cream of the crop. Then we have the great category. Then we have good. Then we have okay. And then we have bad. Now, this is an interesting one because I think if we'd done this a couple of years ago, yeah, before So What was out, I don't know if anything would end up in the bad necessarily, but I do think there's 1 or 2 that might specifically go there this time. However, there aren't going to be many, I think. We are both big fans of While She Sleeps. The hardest thing is going to be separating what goes in the best and what goes in, say, great or just good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that.
So we will get started then with, and we are talking about This Is the 6, the very first album of While She Sleeps. This was my starting point for While She Sleeps Happily. Songs off This Is the 6 were what got me into them. And the same for you, wasn't it?
Yeah, the first song I heard was Forced Freedom. I remember we were like listening. I had never heard of them before, and you played Forced Freedom, and it got to the gang vocals bit, and I asked you who they were.
Yep.
And yeah, ever since I've loved them. So.
When we get to Love at War, I'll explain. I've got a very specific story about that as to why. But anyway, we begin with Dead Behind the Eyes, which I think is a fantastic start.
It is like heavy. It's fast hitting. It's a great start to the album.
Yep. It was the first song I ever heard them play live.
Oh.
Yeah. When I saw them at the Metal Hammer Golden Gods Awards show many years ago, they came and did 3 songs. Dead Behind the Eyes was the song they started with. So yeah. But as great as it is, and I love it, it's not the best. It's certainly not the best. I think this is one that goes in the great.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. 100%.
That's our starting point then. Dead Behind the Eyes. Great. Okay, then we get to False Freedom. We've already mentioned it. Obviously quite an iconic track. When I was listening to This Is the 6 for the first time, I like Dead Behind the Eyes, but it was False Freedom that made me go, oh shit. So for me, this is the best.
Yeah, for sure. It's still like up there as one of my favorite While She Sleeps songs ever.
Agreed. So that goes in the best. We got our first best. Okay. Satisfied in Suffering.
One thing I take away from this is I really like the lead riff. You can't hear it that well, but in the chorus,
right,
it is super advanced. And I noticed it at one point, and I always focus on that when I listen to it.
I think this gets a bad rap as a track. And I think it gets a bad rap as a track because it follows False Freedom and then has Seven Hills, Our Courage, Our Cancer, and This Is the 6 that follow it. When you've got those kind of classy tracks, it's very hard for Satisfied in Suffering to really stand out, which it doesn't, unfortunately.
No. But it is still a good song.
It is a good song, exactly. And there you go. We both just said it. It's a good song. Which brings us to Seven Hills.
This is obviously an iconic While She Sleeps track.
Of course.
But personally for me, I think it should go in great.
I'm glad you said it. I was wondering if you were going to go, this goes in the best. And I was going to be like, really? You sure? Like, we've heard it loads. We've heard it live loads. It's a song we can proper get into and lose our shit to in that moment and stuff like that. But when I weigh up what we've already got in the best, False Freedom, and what we will no doubt put in there, I'm like, nah, man, it's not quite as good. The question is, does it go ahead of, does it go above or after Dead Behind the Eyes?
Oh, I think it's... Oh, that is a good question.
It is. I would put it top of great. I think it's better than Dead Behind the Eyes.
I agree.
Excellent. Okay. Our Courage, Our Cancer.
Still one of my favourite songs.
Yeah.
While She Sleeps. A lot of This Is the Six is iconic for While She Sleeps, I think.
Yep. I think this is the best. Other than being an incredibly great track on record, live it is always one of those spectacular moments that gets a lot of excitement. There's a lot of love for this song, not just with us, but with other members of While She Sleeps. I think this is the best, for sure.
Yeah.
Does it go ahead of False Freedom or after, though?
Oh, for me, it would go after.
I'll go with it. I'm happy with that. Okay, This Is the Six.
Oh, this is such a banging track. Like,
Yep.
It is so heavy, and that start with the drums always sets off some primal urge in my head that, like, I need to headbang to this because it's such a strong track.
Yep.
You know?
This is what, again, going back to that Metal Hammer Golden God show, I decided this song kicked in, and I was with my wife, I was with Lou, and I went, I'm going. Like, this is the first time I seen him, and I went in that pit, and I went, my first ever While She Sleeps pit on my own, and it was This Is the Six that got me. To me, this is the best. It is one of my all-time favorite.
It is. It's just so that start. It's about to like hit the fan, and it is part of the best tracks of While She Sleeps.
Absolutely. Where though, I would put it bottom of the best after Our Courage, Our Cancer.
Yeah.
Okay, we get to some of the lesser known ones. We've got The Chapel.
That instrumental.
Yep.
So it's I like it. It's nice. It's a different type of instrumental, but also still fits the bill for what an instrumental should be. I think it's just like it's okay.
It's okay. Exactly that. That's what it is. There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing great about it. You never. If you listen to the album before, you don't skip past it. But it wouldn't be a track you go to first. You know.
You don't look at the track list and go, "Yeah, I'll listen to The Chapel."
Yeah, absolutely. And then we get Believe or Be Lie in brackets, Vive.
I do like this song.
Yeah.
But it's other songs, and This Is the Six. It doesn't hold well. Like up against like This Is the Six and False Freedom.
Yep.
It's just not hitting those same. It's just not as good.
It's not. I don't think there's a track on This Is the Six that gets any lower than okay, if that makes sense. I think, in fact, almost all of them, like for me, Believe, it's a good track. So it goes into good. And it's at bottom of good because we've already got Satisfied. Yeah, I prefer to listen to Satisfied and Suffering over Believe.
Yeah, me too.
Until the Death, this is a great track. This is one that kind of gets forgotten about.
It is. It fully is. It doesn't get enough love, personally.
It doesn't.
And like the riffs in it, the drums, it is really heavy hitting, and it doesn't get enough love.
And I always find that I inadvertently skip past it because of what follows it. So that's always a bit of a problem. But I do think this is a great track. I think it's bottom of great after Dead Behind the Eyes, but definitely there. Okay, and here it is. Top of best for sure. It is Love at War. This is the song that I say not the song that got me to While She Sleeps, because by then I'd already heard False Freedom, but the song that stopped me in my tracks. And I can remember, and I always tell people this, if you can remember where you were when you heard a track or so on, many years later, then that says to you its impact. I remember that I was getting off the Docklands Light Railway, the DLR, at Canning Town Station. And it hit the ending point with a really throaty, raspy singing by Loz. And I was like, what the fuck? Going down those escalators and going, right, I need to re-listen to this. Yeah, this is easily my favourite While She Sleeps song.
It is, it is a very strong track. I do really like it, and I appreciate that you've got like such strong affinity with it.
So you don't love it as much as me?
I think False Freedom for me, is still better than Love at War. Personally, I do love it. It is like a highlight of the album. I think just because of where it is and what comes before it, it doesn't get as much recognition.
Okay, well, it's going in the best. And because I'm the one with it in front of me, I'm putting it top. Tough titties. Right. The Plague of a New Age.
It's forgotten a lot. I think it's a good track.
I'll be honest, this is one I was racking my brains going, right, try and sing this one, hum this one and all that. And I was really struggling, which I think says a lot.
Yeah, I can imagine it in my head, but like, I don't go to the track list and listen to this song.
No, certainly not. So where would you put this then?
I think it's a good song. I think it's a good track. It's not particularly like amazing, but it's not bad or okay. It is good.
Bottom of good then. Bottom of good, yeah?
Yeah.
And then we wrap up with Reunite.
Got Death Toll as well, don't you?
Not in the original album.
Oh, fair enough.
No.
Reunite instrumental, like a piano instrumental.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's okay, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just okay.
Yeah, both instrumentals and okay. Death Toll comes on the on a different variation of the album. Let me just make sure about that. Because I took the original track listings.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not on it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, just 12 tracks long. The original studio album. Yeah. Sorry about that. Death Toll's an extra track because they did an extended edition as well. It had like what was it? Acoustic versions or like instrumental versions of certain songs.
Yeah.
Right, that's how This Is the Six. There you go. Now on to Brainwashed. And we begin with the divide.
Just crowds.
It's it's an intro. There's not really much else to say, is there?
No.
It's bottom of okay or bad?
Well, it's not really a song, so...
No, but like, do you think it's a good intro?
I think for what they were going for and the kind of message they were trying to send with Brainwashed, it does make sense.
Okay then, yep. And then we get Hot and Heavy, man, for the first part of Brainwashed. It is a couple of bangers in a row. We get New World Torture.
It's a good track.
Mm-hmm.
I do like it. I think there are better tracks off of Brainwashed, though. Of
course there are. Absolutely. We're going to get some of the better tracks. So you don't think this is great? You think this is good?
I think this is good.
Okay. What we got in good? We've got Satisfied and Suffering, Believe, and The Plague of a New Age. Okay, it's top of those then, yeah?
Yeah.
I think better than those three. Okay. Brainwashed.
It's one of my favourite tracks.
Same here. I absolutely love this. Up there in the best for sure, right?
Yeah.
Where in the best, though? We've got Love at War, False Freedom, Our Courage, Our Cancer. This is the 6.
I think just after False Freedom.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll go with that. I think that's good. You think, yeah, I like Brainwash more than Our Courage, Our Cancer. Yeah. Our Legacy.
I think this is a strong track. It's catchy.
Yep.
I don't think it's...
Go on, sorry.
I don't think it's part of the best. I think it's great.
Yep.
Because I like part of the bonus edition, but it's got that instrumental before it.
Yeah.
They always... and I feel like that going into it is really good.
Us not doing the deluxe edition has really thrown you off, innit? Now you're hearing all the bits that aren't there.
Yeah. It's freaking me out.
Well, it is what it is. That's what it is. I only wanted to do, didn't want to do any bonus tracks for it. So, because then would have been there all day, because every album had a bonus extra editions and stuff like that. Our Legacy, I agree, it's a great track, but it's certainly not as good as what's either side of it. So it goes in great, yeah?
Yeah.
Bottom of great. Then we've got Four Walls.
It's iconic. I love Four Walls.
Obviously.
I remember you showing it to me. We were like just about to go somewhere in the morning, I think like off to school, and you showed me the video.
Okay.
Yeah. It was like old house.
That's cool. I don't remember. That's a cool story. All right. Where does Four Walls go then?
I think it's part of the best. Like it is. It means a lot to me as a track, and it's iconic.
I think it's fine to go to best then. Yep.
Yeah.
Right. Yep. We'll put it at the end after This Is the Six. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we get to my favorite track of Brainwashed. It is Torment.
It doesn't get much attention. I just don't think it doesn't.
I love this track. I love this track. This is my Love at War for Brainwashed.
Interesting.
No? Okay. So for me, this goes in the best.
For me, it goes in great.
Holy shit. All right, you know what? I'll put it at the top of great, yeah? Just because I got Love at War at the top of the best, yeah?
Yeah.
So I think that's a fair thing. And we get Kangazu Ni.
It's an instrumental that goes into Life Intention.
Yeah. So it's just okay, innit?
Yeah.
And then we obviously get Life Intention.
I love this track. For me, it goes in the best.
Or it does not go in the best. No way. If I can't get Torment in the best, this does not go in the freaking best. Are you crazy? It's a very good song. It's a great song. Thoroughly enjoyable. But no, it is not the best. Nothing to say?
No, I don't know where you want to put it then.
Oh, it goes in great. It goes in great. Just, we've got Torment, Seven Hills, Dead Behind the Eyes, Until the Death, and Our Legacy.
I think I like this song more than Seven Hills personally.
Okay, I'll go with that, but it's not going ahead of Torment. Because that's bullshit otherwise, and I'm being cheated. All right, Trophies of Violence.
It's still one of my favourite ever Watch You Sleep songs.
Oh, yeah, cool. Yeah, I think I'm happy enough to put this in the best. I think this is an excellent track. I might say put it at the end of the best after Four Walls.
Yeah,
what do you think?
Maybe before. I like it more than Four Walls.
Do you like it more than This Is the Six?
No.
Okay, there we go then. Perfect. Okay, that brings us to No Sides, No Enemies.
I really like this track. That's the thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. I was just going to go good. I wasn't even going to go great. I was going to go good.
I feel like it's not like one of their best songs ever, but it could go at like the end of great or something.
Okay, I think that's a fair compromise. Method in Madness.
It's a good track.
It's nothing special, is it?
No.
Okay, it goes in good. We'll put it at the end. And then we end with Modern Minds.
What do you think of this track first?
I think it's fucking excellent. This is one of my this to me is one of those where it's like, you talk about other tracks not getting enough attention. This does not get enough attention. I adore that beginning part, you know, just the singing and then the guitar kicks and the down, you know, I love that. Absolutely love that. For me, this goes in the best.
For me, this would go in great, but like, because it is an amazing song.
Better than Torment or Life Intention?
I feel like it's better than both those songs.
It's not better than Torment. No way. Torment's staying at the top. No way. I'm not moving it. I'll put it above Life Intention.
Okay.
And that is the 12 tracks of Brainwashed done. This image is quite funny how it looks now with all the red and the black. We have the majority in the best and great. We have 4 from This Is the Six and 3 from Brainwashed in the best. We have 3 from This Is the Six and 5 from Brainwashed in the great. 2 from Brainwashed in the good and 3 from This Is the Six. And then 2 of each in okay, but they're all instrumentals or like in intros and stuff. So it's all weighted towards good and above. Now, I wonder if that will change as we come to the third album, You Are We. 11 tracks long, Dan. 11.
I've got it up on Wikipedia now. I'm looking at the original track listing.
Good. Right, we begin with You Are We. And happily, this album begins very strongly with You Are We.
Yeah, it does.
It's a grower. It needs time to grow. And it's certainly not the best, but I'm happy to put this in great.
Yeah, me too.
Just where it goes, man. We've got quite a few in here. No Sides, No Enemies, Our Legacy, Until the Death, Dead Behind the Eyes, Seven Hills. Well, I don't think it's better than that lot. I think it goes near the end.
Yeah.
Our Legacy or No Sides, No Enemies. Daddy 2 at the end.
I like this song more than Our Legacy, but not more than No Sides, No Enemies.
But Our Legacy is already ahead of No Sides, No Enemies. Right, we'll swap those two around. Right, we'll swap those two around and put You Are We in between, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Steal the Sun.
I feel like this album is a problem because it's not my favourite While She Sleeps album, and there are tracks that stand out that are like, these are okay at times, and then like parts of Steal the Sun are good, and then parts are just...
Well, let's be honest, we're going to end up... Here's the album where we're going to end up with someone okay. Me, personally, this is a skip song. I would put this in okay.
Yeah.
Yeah? But top of okay, because it's an actual song. Okay, that brings us to Feel. Feel. Good song. One of the better ones on the album.
Yeah, it's got like a nice strong start. It's heavy hitting. I like it.
Yep. I'm happy enough to put this in good, yeah?
Mm.
Let's put this in good at bottom of good, though, yeah?
Yeah.
Empire of Silence.
I kind of skip past it. I don't listen to it much anymore.
Okay.
It's not amazing. I think, personally, for me, this would go behind Steal the Sun.
I am going to, defer to you for that because I can barely remember it. And I think that speaks volumes about the track. Wide Awake.
No, I do not like the song.
Our first contender for bad, right?
Yeah. I tell everybody that this song is like, it's so disappointing.
I think it's up there as one of the worst songs they've done.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's just not a good song. That's it. It's exactly that. It lacks everything that makes a song good. A good While She Sleeps song, you know? And then we go to Silence Speaks.
I really like this song.
Same here.
Like, so I've heard some people say it's overrated, but like, it's not. It's just a good song. It's not a bad song.
Yeah, like it's not overrated. Overrating is just going, oh, it goes in the best or it goes in great. It's a good song. That's not overrated. That's just what it is. It's a good song. I think this belongs in good.
Yes. Yeah.
We've got New World Torture, Satisfied and Suffering. I'm just going to see them now. Believe, The Plague of a New Age, Method and Madness, and Feel.
I feel like this is better than a lot of those.
Same.
Yeah.
I would put it up as high as just behind the top one of good, New World Torture.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy Silence Speaks. I enjoy it.
It's a good song.
Yeah. Then we get Settle Down Society.
It's just a bit disappointing again. Like, I don't listen to it much.
It's a skip for me as well. These are tracks I skip, so I put this in okay.
I feel like a lot of this album we wouldn't have skipped if there wasn't other While She Sleeps albums to listen to.
Potentially, if this was like the debut, we might have been a bit hotter on it. But because we're coming off the back of This Is the Six and Brainwashed, I'm putting Settle Down Society in okay, but alongside the other ones we put there because it's an actual track again, you know? Okay, Hurricane.
A lot of people like this song and I don't get it.
Interesting, right? So when this first came out, right? Remember when this was released as a single?
Mm.
I wasn't that into it. I thought, yeah, that's all right. A little bit too poppy for my liking, really. But when I see it live, it's quite a sing-along. So I enjoy it quite live. So for me, it's a good track.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. I think on the record, if I had like headphones in, I would skip it and go to a different track. but live it is really, really good.
Same. So I think bottom of good, considering we both agree that on record not quite hitting it, but live it's a bit of a banger.
Yeah.
Okay, Revolt.
This is the song they promised would be heavy, and it really did in me. I was like, no, because even like the breakdown, it was just guitars. There was like no drums in it, and it was yeah. It's just
okay.
It's just okay.
Yep. Again, it'll go with the rest of them as it's an actual track. Civil Isolation.
I really like Civil Isolation.
Good. I'm glad you said that. I'm a big fan of this. This is a contender for the great, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah. But like bottom of great.
Oh, yeah, yeah. It's the question is, do you like this more than You Are We?
Yeah, yeah. I do.
Do you like it more than No Sides, No Enemies?
No.
Okay, there we go. There's its position. Perfect. Right, that brings us to the end. In Another Now.
I really, really like this song. It is my favourite track off of this album.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we've lost your picture.
Yeah.
You're back. Okay, I mean, I'll be honest. I probably need to give this track a few more listens. I think because it's right at the end, I probably, when listening to this album, if I'm listening all the way through, I tend to, I've either got bored or just switched off by this point, and I certainly don't choose this one out. So I think this is one for you to choose where this goes.
I think at the bottom end of great. I like it more than Sides No Enemies. So just before that.
Well, we've got No Side, No Enemies and Until the Death. They're the two that are next to each other.
Ooh, I like it more than Until the Death.
So it's going higher. What about Dead Behind the Eyes?
Behind that.
Right, there you go. There's its gap. Right, cool. Last album then. We bring us to So What, the latest While She Sleeps album. Yeah, I think we might have some strongly different opinions on this one.
Yeah, I feel like this is where our opinions differ because I really, really like this album, whereas I did not like much You Are We.
Whereas I'm very hit and miss in this album. Songs I really like, many songs I really don't like.
Mm.
We kick off with Antisocial.
I really like Antisocial. I think it's a really strong starting track.
I'm fine with that. Antisocial is a good place to start. I think it's a great track.
Mm.
Now, again, the question becomes, where do we put it? So let's choose a random one. Is it better than Dead Behind the Eyes? No. The answer is no, Dan. The answer is no.
Oh, so...
Is it better than In Another Now?
No.
Okay. Is it better than Until the Death?
Yeah.
Yes. Right. I've seen it all.
I like this song. Like,
I really don't.
Yeah.
When I think of this song, all I hear is I've seen it all, and I'm just like, ah. To me, this is just okay.
Oh, see, I disagree a lot there.
Where would you put it?
I put it top of good.
Above New World Torture. You are high. You would put it above of New World Torture?
Yeah.
Because I'll put it in good, yeah? But not above New World Torture. I'll put it above Silent Speaks, yeah?
Okay.
That's the two, right. Inspire.
Once again, I feel like we're going to disagree on this one. I like certain aspects of Inspire, but I don't think it's perfect.
I think it's okay. Yeah?
Yeah.
I think I'm happy enough to put it at top of okay, above Still the Sun.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So What? The actual title track.
Okay, so this is weird. I like this song, but only when it gets up to the breakdown, because it's got that mellow, like in and out kind of edited effects, and then it's got that quote where it says, "You only wrote this for the money, didn't you?" Yep. And then it goes breakdown, and I really love that, but the rest of the track is a bit meh.
So that puts us in a quandary then, because that's a lot of the track not to like.
Yeah, I think okay.
Where in okay? Do you put it top alongside Inspire or above Inspire?
behind Inspire.
Ahead of Steal the Sun.
Yes.
Craziness. Okay, The Guilty Party.
I feel like because this came out as a single, I listened to it a lot and it got a bit old for me.
Really? Okay, all right.
And I'd probably rank it beneath So What and Inspire. Yeah, I'm always regretting saying that.
Yeah, because to me it's better than an okay track. It's a good track.
Yeah, I think it's a good track because I'm thinking about it. There's certain Sean uses the whammy in a really interesting way.
Cool.
There's like wow, 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 where it's kind of strumming, not like a lead.
The question is then, isn't it? Where does it go? Does it go right? So Hurricane's the one we've got at the end of Good. Do you like Hurricane more?
No.
So you prefer this over Hurricane?
Yeah.
What about Feel from You or We?
No, I think Feels better than The Guilty Party. So
in between then, perfect. Okay. Haunt Me.
I think it's just an okay track.
Really? I'd put this in Good.
See, I don't love it, but then it's got a really good breakdown that I do like. If it wasn't for the breakdown, I would say it would belong in Bad.
Okay, right. So you think it belongs where?
Like bottom of okay.
Bottom of okay?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Dan, that's harsh. I would put this in Good.
Oh man, this song, I don't know why. A lot of people tell me like it's a really good track, but it just doesn't impress me.
All right, we'll put it in okay, but not the bottom. We'll put it in the top of okay, all right? That's
Okay.
a compromise of different views, okay?
Yeah.
Then we get to Elephant.
I think it's a good track.
It goes one place, Dan. It goes in Bad.
Ooh.
In my opinion.
We do a compromise again because this is the same thing as Haunt Me. I think it should go in Good. You think it should go in Bad.
Yeah. So it goes in okay, all right? I'll put it in the top of okay alongside Haunt Me, yeah? Set You Free.
I really, really like Set You Free. It's one of my favourite tracks of the album.
I think it's a good track. A good track.
You put it like top end of Good?
Above New World Torture.
Not above New World Torture, no.
But above I've Seen It All.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm down with that. That makes sense to me. Good Grief.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay at best. I think we'll put it off the other tracks of So What. Does it go ahead of Elephant, Haunt Me, Ensure, or So What?
I like it more than Haunt Me.
Right.
But
I'm going to put it in between Elephant and Haunt Me, so you get Good Grief in between, yeah?
Yeah.
Back of My Mind.
I know how you feel about this track.
It makes me want to fight them. It's this. You must dislike this song as much as I do, right?
The weird drum and bass bit in the middle, I don't like.
Dan, it's terrible. It's awful. It's awful. It's awful. Come on, man.
Bottom of okay?
Bottom of okay. What do you like about it?
Like the riffs and stuff, and it's got a nice breakdown.
None of that means shit when you're completely taken out of a song and the moment by those fucking horrible drum and bass bits.
Okay. Where would you put it?
Bad.
All right.
What, you agree, yeah?
Sure.
Way. And then we end with Gates of Paradise.
I think this is a great track.
I think this is a great track.
I really, really like it.
It was a nice surprise after suffering so much with back of my mind. It was such a nice surprise.
Yeah.
So I'll agree. I think this belongs in the great.
Yeah.
The question is, where do we put it? So I'm going to go through from the bottom upwards. The lowest ranking great is Our Legacy. Is it better than that?
Yeah.
Is it better than You Are We?
Yes.
Is it better than Civil Isolation?
Yeah.
Is it better than No Sides, No Enemies?
There you go.
There you go then. We found a spot. We found a spot. And that's every While She Sleeps song album, original album only, ranked. Right. It says, I think it speaks volumes, right? That we didn't put a single You Are We or So What track in the best.
Yeah. I think it does.
I think if in fact our best didn't get looked at again, it's still the same. We have 7 tracks in it. We have Love at War, False Freedom, Brainwashed, Our Courage, Our Cancer. This is the 6, Trophies of Violence, and 4 Walls. So we are saying they are the best tracks, yes? Then we go to our great category. And for shame, because it should be in the best as well, we have Torment, Modern Minds, Life Intention, 7 Hills, Dead Behind the Eyes. I can't read that one. That is... What is that? Oh, In Another Now. Antisocial. So there's our first So What track and our first You Are We tracks right next to each other. Until the Death, No Side, No Enemies, Gates of Paradise, Civil Isolation, You Are We, and Our Legacy. Happy with that?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not. Torment should be in the best. Then we have Good. In our Good, we have put New World Torture, Set You Free, I've Seen It All, which is a disgrace. That shouldn't be there at all. Silence Speaks, Satisfied in Suffering. That is Believe, The Plague of a New Age, Method and Madness, Feel, The Guilty Party, and Hurricane. I think that's fair. And then our OK. We have quite a few tracks in OK, surprisingly, and 5 of them. The first 5 are all from So What, which again speaks such volumes, doesn't it? Elephant, Good Grief, Haunt Me, Inspire, and So What. And then we have 4 You Are We tracks: Steal the Sun, Empire of Silence, what's that? Settle Down Society. And the last one, is that Revolt? Yeah, Revolt. And we also have The Chapel. What is that? Reunite, The Divide, and Kangazooie Ni. So the 4 instrumental stuff, intros and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we ranked 5 of the 11 tracks from So What on par with like instrumental intros and middle parts from the other albums.
Interesting.
It does say a lot, but what is still quite good though is that there are only 2 tracks, just 2 tracks in the bad, and it's Back of My Mind, and I can't quite read what that is. What was that from You Are We? Wide Awake. Back of My Mind and Wide Awake, we say are the bad While She Sleeps tracks.
Yeah.
I think that's not a bad list, considering. Controversial.
Yeah. We're going to cause some problems with this.
That's the point. It's our opinions. We discussed them. We settled a couple of times. I settled on Torment going in great instead of the best. So, there you go. Can't win them all. Yeah, anything to add?
Go buy a shirt, www.blurryeyes.ltd.com.
Thank you very much for watching. You can check us out on gbhbl.com as well as on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and Tumblr. Go to Patreon to help us out over there. That's patreon.com/GBHBL, as well as Big Cartel, where you can find some of our merchandise. We have a podcast running on SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts. And of course, if you like this video, do us a favour, hit the subscribe button and help the channel grow. Games, horror and heavy metal. What else is life for?